era, you know?
Oh no, that's the Curse of Strahd overlay. Oh no, that overlay doesn't work either. This is
That
just
is
bad news bear. Let's switch to the Curse of
that
Strahd
is
overlay. And
that
that
is
the
very
maps.
kind of you, Nate,
The
with the
maps
name
all.
Star Image.
You know what? I'm just gonna go to the. No, we have to stay here. Okay, sorry everyone for the mishap. We're live, and I just did that all live. It was great. Great. Nothing but greatness here.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, and Jim's here.
Oh,
So we can go to the actual overlay. So give me
and
one
go to
second.
the actual
There we go.
overlay.
Yay, winning. All
And we're
right.
live, Jim.
We are live, Jim.
Oh, great. Hello, hi, world. Hello, world.
Hello and welcome to the Proficiency bonus channel. I'm your kind and oh so loving DM Sarah. And tonight on the channel we were playing Icewind Dale Rime with the Frostmaiden. Before we
That's what we're
begin,
playing.
I would like to thank some of our sponsors that have made the show possible. Twitch, Streamlabs, OBS, Little Dragon Corps. You can type an exclamation point Little Dragon in our chat for information. If you use the coupon code PROBONUS at checkout, you'll receive a 10% discount on your order, and they ship everywhere. And our other sponsor is Cardboard Castle Gaming. You can type in exclamation point CCG in chat for more information about them. They have all sorts of tabletop and card-based games for you to peruse. And I heard, Birdie told me, with the name of Michael, that if you go into the store in Heavens, Georgia, and say that you're a fan of Pro Bonus, you'll get a 10% discount off there. So they are pretty cool.
What? Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and they sponsored a lot of our giveaways last week, 2 weeks ago. So thank you, Cardboard Castle. And last time, okay, I wrote this as a recap, but if I missed anything, please let me know, because I was just, okay, so, on a very special episode of Rime and the Frostmaiden, the party was making their way back from the Black Cabin. Gray and Farewell, turned into mist and returned to the Druid camp, then headed to Bryn Shander for Gray's cure / healing / kind of trial, jury, judgment, more like that. The head cleric, of the order that had journeyed to meet them, Lyle Smythe, fixed Gray, quote unquote, and, his curse. They were then led to the barn at the rebuilt Sarvent's watering hose by a Zeus who had painted a heroic moment with Gray on the knight's room wall. There were some local rumors going around the tavern, that Hunter Milward Tafarek, saw something in the frozen fire. And in the other party, Andre received an ominous call from her benefactor, saying that she has to up her quota. Evander offered some sort of shady service to, ease her troubled mind. But, however, it was Gray who told Anji about the Order of the Paladins and how she might serve her time there. When night fell, Evander reached out to his mother, who had a sardonic answer, and the adventurers made plans for the next day's outings. And so it goes. I believe that was the recap. Does anyone else have anything else to add? No?
Kavak's still dead.
Kavak's still dead.
Kavak's still dead.
Yeah. So, we have that. And,
Making inventions in the afterlife.
And, yeah, so it's nighttime. Does anyone want to do anything? Otherwise, we're gonna skip to the next morning.
I just want to say that while I am sort of like going over the stuff that Gray talked to me about and trying to sort of like solidify my own like self-affirmation that like I can do this on my own. I have like, I can believe in myself enough that I can do this. I am also trying to sew some extensions onto my clothes because I'm trying to really just like buy into this whole being myself thing. I'm gonna be 5'10" and all my clothes are too short. So I'm trying to like tear up some of these like traveler's clothes that I picked up along the way and like add them on to the fancier clothes that I have as like well as I can without it completely looking like a patchwork quilt. But I think that's what it's gonna come out like.
Give me a dexterity check to see if you can fumble through that.
Okay, that's a 13.
Yeah, it looks slightly clownish, maybe a little hippie, maybe more hippie-ish. You know, like boho, chic, whatever style.
Yeah,
You know,
boho.
All right, you know what? I think that's how it goes through her head too is like as she's making it, it's just like, oh god, this is just, what am I even doing this for? Okay, maybe I'd just be me, but 5'9". No, you know what? It's boho. It's boho, and I'm going to own it.
Yes. So you
going around the
rock that.
Icewind Dale with a crop top.
Crop top, capris, cropped sweater, crop cloak.
Everything's cropped.
Everything is cropped. It's
Just
a,
get
it's
that
kind of a
little
trend
pendant
setup.
and you're. Just get that pendant. You'll be warm.
Mm.
So yeah, otherwise it's the next morning and you all meet up in the barn area that your rooms are adjoining, and you can go to the tavern for some warm food if you'd like, or just sit there for listening purposes if you're Farewell. I can't even say can't even say conversation with Farewell, so just
I just sit
casual
there and I'll
listening.
stare at you as you
Yep.
eat.
Yep.
Yeah, Evander would head over to get at least something to eat.
Okay. You see a Zeus, running by.
Halric will as well.
Okay.
Halric also, it should be noted, snores like a bear being sawn in half.
Sounds awful, but
Good
okay.
to know.
Like falling asleep trying to like cross stitch, and it's like, okay, can't even sleep because of that, so that's good. Okay, I'll keep going.
Embers are rattling.
Yeah, so you make your way into the tavern. You see a Zeus running around. He smiles at you guys and says, 1 minute, and he runs with a tray right by you. And
Yeah, I roll in sort of late, and just sort of like poke my head in and make eyes with, I guess in her head she's still calling him Gray. Not really sure if that's like public knowledge yet, but Gray and Farewell are just sort of like, hello, good morning, everyone. Okay,
Do you sound the same?
that's a good question. I mean, it's not exactly using the same character voice. So yeah, I'll say she sounds the same. I think that's fine.
He's Eastern now. She talks
same
like a
voice,
cowboy.
different body. Yes, hello. Sort of reintroduction. I just sort of like relay really quickly about the conversation I had with Gray last night and the choices I had to make. I'm going to go through all that. But so I guess if it's not too much to ask for, if everyone wouldn't mind calling me my name before I sort of made the whole pact, everything was Morena, and I would appreciate it if that's sort of what I go by now. If you mess up, it's okay, but just sort of a heads up, and thank you.
As soon as you walk in the room, before you even say anything, Farewell will sort of reach over, go through her cards, and hold up this one.
And
just
Anji
give you
goes
like
like completely blank for a second, and you see like little tears well up in her like totally white eyes. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. She like kind of opens her arms up a little bit, sort of in that.
You just get, I mean, it's usually a blank stare, but it's like even more of a blank, like, I don't even know what that means.
She comes in and gives you an extremely quick hug and then backs off very quickly. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Evander will mage hand over your meal and will just say to you, like, well, Morena it is. In any case, the conversation with my mother did not go well, so sorry I can't be of more help on my end.
No, well, that's okay. Unless I guess, well, as far as what I'm going to do in the future, no, I suppose I won't be needing your mother's help if this all goes well. I don't know if she's good at sort of breaking magical artifacts.
She's good at breaking, but magical artifacts perhaps not her most special area of expertise.
Okay, I mean, it seems like the conversation didn't go well anyways. I just thought I'd ask. But that, well, I don't know. Anyways, let's just have breakfast and we can get into that in a second. Thank you. This looks delicious, Azus.
Azus kind of looks startled and says, Miss Angie, what happened?
This is what I really look like. I've been doing a whole thing. It's an ambassador for Vanu and all that sort of look. But don't worry about fixing your painting, by the way. I absolutely love it the way it is. Or we could fix it together if you'd like. But I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
He gives you a big hug and says, bigger person, bigger heart. And then runs away.
All right, I'm going to retire to
So
the...
Halric has spent this whole time with like a spoon
Look over at
into his
Halric
mouth.
like...
Where is Angie?
Oh, sorry,
Is
Halric.
she joining us for breakfast?
That is me. I'm the same person. I just quickly swoop back into the Anji form and then swoop back into this one. This is just more so what my natural form looks like, with some cosmetic modifications for personal taste.
Okay. And he goes back to eating now that the mystery has been solved.
I just want to say I'm grateful to have you all as a sort of companionship lot. That was a lot easier than sort of what I'd built it up to be over the last sort of 25 years. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just start eating.
Speaking of easier, hopefully our next direction will be easier than the last. Hopefully with less death involved.
Yes, what is it again? I've sort of had a lot of things in my mind, and what our next goal is just kind of washed away.
Well, I suppose there's still the hunter. We'd been hearing some talk about how everyone's sort of in dire sorts. This hunter that had gone after the Red Yeti came back changed. He seems unlike himself and is staying at the temple. Farewell and I weren't really able to speak with him last night, but we could try again today. And then there's also still the possibility of trying to get our good old inventor back. We got some information from the cleric. We would need diamonds. Rare, expensive diamonds to be able to perform that kind of ritual. Big ones. And the only mine that I know seems to have a lot of tourmaline, not diamonds. So then there's still the backup of the druid, whom I still want to talk to. So, couple options. One a little bit closer. And I know that Red Yeti is out in the same direction that the druid is supposedly to be found. So possibly... I don't know.
Head that way. Whoever threatens us first, we pursue.
Yeah. But,
Well, I mean, that's fine by me. Just head out today then, right? Don't really see any use to stay around anymore.
Right, just for... Sorry. You said who was on the way to the Red Yeti? The druid, right? Or...
the hunter went out to the Red Yeti,
Okay.
came back, he's here. The druid is in a similar direction, out east.
Okay. So I
Here,
sort of
I
had
can
it
pull
flipped,
up
but...
Yeah, because
Icewind deal map.
we've been
Told-
marking.
We were told we could talk to him today
Yeah.
to get information more about what happened to him.
Right.
But we couldn't yesterday.
So as you
Yeah.
guys know, you guys around here in Brinchender, the sighting was here, and
The Red Yeti is just sort of south.
South of
So
there,
they're actually
slightly.
they're really close together. It's like definitely could hit both on one trip, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that didn't end well last time, but let's try it again.
I mean, we gotta do. We can't sit in town and wait for level 10.
Well, listen.
No, I agree. Let's actually do it again.
I need to go shopping a little bit. The look is great, but just sort of feeling like I could pick up a few things before we head out. Do y'all want to really expedite it? Kind of. Some people go talk to this hunter. Some people.
Sure.
If anyone else needs to buy anything, or I can just meet you all at the temple.
Trying to think how we're doing on food as I look through my inventory. How's everyone's rations? Well, farewell is always good.
Oh, I'm down to 1 day. I should stock up.
Yeah, and we have 5 days of feed for the animals, though, I mean, I've cleared them out the last couple times. I do not know if they've gotten more food. So I can check to see if we have more feed. But we might have to resort to hunting?
Well, for the dogs, right?
Yeah.
For the animals.
Right, okay.
Holric, in your travels, along Icewind Dale, how likely is it that we might be able to, maybe you and I, work together on securing some extra food for our pack animals? Is there much hunting that can be done?
Before I answer blindly, DM, is there enough kind of wildlife that we might
I was
be able
hoping,
to?
I was really hoping Jim would just go. Let me tell you a story about when I got three
sorry.
bears to eat.
You would
There
know
was
that
one
there.
time when I woke up with 3 weasels in my sleeping bag.
That's what I wanted.
There are things like the knucklehead trout that you could find around the rivers and the lakes that are very big, sizable. There are snow hares. You can also eat those, and there are also seals, walruses. You could find stuff to eat, but it would be harder than, say, Cholt, where there's like life blooming everywhere. So.
Right. It's not completely bereft of
No, there's
life,
life,
but
but
it's
you'd
not
have
going to
to
be. We're
you'd
not
have
going to
to
just
roll a
walk off the
survival
trail
check,
and
right?
find something.
Exactly. It's not gonna be look up. There's a banana tree. It's gonna be like, okay, now I gotta make a survival check and see how well this goes.
What is a banana?
Exactly.
There is some
let's do that.
hunting, but it is a little difficult.
All right, I'll keep it in mind. I'll see what feed I can get. And you should all probably stock up on some extra food.
So then, let's see, who's doing what? Oh, will we all stop to get food and rations, then split from there for clothes and whatever else we need?
I
Right.
think that's fair. Yeah.
Did we usually get our rations and stuff from here, from Azusa, or did we go to like a general store?
I think you went to a general store.
Yeah, I think we sort of they sort of got like a market, and it's just when we're staying here at this place, our meals we don't eat into our rations because they're foods. But I don't think we can take from their food stores and go camping.
Our food stores.
That's true.
Half of our food stores.
Maybe we could if we're kind of owners now. I mean, we could ask and see if maybe who delivers his food and maybe sort of cut out a middleman sort of thing, if we want to go that route.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
That also seems like a day's worth of hunting down and figuring out.
Well, let me just ask, Zeus, real quick. Just one question.
Yes?
Who supplies your produce?
What?
Who supplies your ingredients for the delicious meals that you cook here for us every day we come to visit?
Oh, I don't know.
You
Gellum takes
don't.
care of produce.
Okay.
Man, it comes with cart. 2 fortnights, 2 10 days. Sometimes man comes with cart.
Sometimes man comes with cart. Okay. And just out of curiosity, just sort of how are your stores looking right now? Is it rather full or are you sort of running on empty?
Halfway.
One more time?
Halfway.
Okay, that's not great. Okay, I just sort of go on back to the table. First of all, he doesn't know who it is. He comes sometimes, and it sounds like they're about halfway through the cycle of when he comes around. So whoever this is, they won't be back with food for very long. Maybe not that route, but we could ask Gallum. He should know who it is.
I think that he is always going to be the better one to ask for the actual business side of things.
Well, that's technically true, but I do want to give the little goblin some credit. Just to see if he knows, right?
Oh. I can see if they have anything else that we can get for the axe beaks, since they probably know me well enough by now, and it seems like I'm not necessarily vilified here. So I'll see what I can get, and I'll let you know.
See if you can get a punch card.
Maybe a senior discount.
Sure.
They don't do early bird here. I think they do early bird at the other one with the fish.
What? There's absolutely no way they do early bird at the one with the fish. Okay.
Look, I know it's a little bit more expensive, but they got the fish.
It is a scam. I am going shopping before I get absolutely livid. Let's go.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to the Staples.
Okay.
What was the consensus on food? We're just gonna go hunt that down and spend the day with finding out where Gallon gets his food and going and getting food from them, or
We'll check out the regular supplier first, right? And then
if we can
I
buy
think if
enough.
somebody has time, check out Gallum, but I think their supplier comes by pretty infrequently.
That's what it sounded like.
And so I don't know if
So
they're
we're
going
just
to be in
getting-
town with a bunch of stuff.
we're just getting at the normal spot then, right?
Normal spot, and then if not, probably hunting and foraging for it.
And then we can go talk to that hunter and get information about the actual quest before we head out. Okay.
All right. So you guys walk down to the stables to see what they have, and he tells you that he has enough grain to part with for, let's roll a dice, 4 days for the animals.
4 days for the animals.
Okay. I will. How much would that cost to get all of the feed that they're
12
they're
gold.
allowing me? 12 gold. Ooh, I think it's going up. All right. 12 gold. Remove. 4 days.
Mhm.
That's
All
some premium kibble right there.
Right.
Well, you're feeding 2 dogs and how many apples?
And like 6 or 7
Six axe beaks or
so.
something.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's he's whenever Gray goes, he's getting barrels worth of
like
grain
sacks.
and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, like sacks. So we have 9 days of food for the animals, which is enough for us to get 4.5 days out, and then 4.5 days to get back to Birdchander.
I can help you carry it. And he picks up one of the barrels like it's a very large beer can.
You know, it's nice to have another person with some muscle. Not to say anything bad about the rest.
Yeah,
They
I pick
have
up
their
another barrel,
skills.
just like.
Right.
Oh yeah, very
We've got-
strong.
The other two are very good at talking. Throws like the couple sacks of grain onto the sled. But it's nice to be able to literally share the load.
And I'd say it's very nice to not have to carry any of the load. So, well, I guess we all win. I'll let you carry my things in the future.
There'll be time for you to
Oh,
cut
yeah,
my
I'd be
grass
happy
later,
to.
Evander. When I have grass. Okay.
Alright, the
I
general
could
store.
probably carry 2 of the smallers on my back.
The sled is fine, Ulrich.
If you get tired of walking.
Just put it on the sled, buddy.
Oh, okay.
It's all ours. How are you? Do you have supplies for your travel? Do you need to stock up on anything with them?
I have a small bag, and he looks inside, and there's like little 10 bundles of food, of rations. He goes, "This should be good for maybe 2 days."
Wait, but you said he had 10 rations?
He does.
That's...
Can I make an insight check on this
Thank you,
to see
yeah.
if it's because he just doesn't know numbers or if he eats a lot?
Is this a math issue or is this an appetite issue?
Is he dumb or 9 feet tall?
That's 14.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
He is 8'2".
Oh, excuse me.
So sorry.
Sorry.
No,
this is-
I'm not correcting. I'm noting that he is a huge person.
He's
and has an appetite to
like
match.
Gray was like the biggest dude that I think you guys knew for a while, and Gray like is like a little bit over 6 feet. He's like 6'4", 6'5". This guy's like 2 feet taller than Gray. Gray's like, oh, he's so big.
Sort of like coming from the countryside and walking into New York
I
City,
think-
like,
I
whoa.
think it is reasonable to have a commensurate appetite to my size.
I think so
Sure.
too. It's hilarious too.
I mean, are they us sized rations or are they you
I know
sized
that it
rations?
puts the party in a bit of a bind financially.
It's
You can have mine.
Yeah.
Nothing
They're
new
normal
for
Farewell
size
me.
needs-
rations.
Farewell
It should be a
literally
day's
does
worth of
not
food,
need
but
them.
for him it's 2.
I just by nature of game mechanics, Farewell decided to pack a bag full of food and has not touched it.
Yeah, we're sort of in the allocation of rations. We're sort of playing this how a party should have to buy food now. So like, it's all good.
Yeah. Do you have gold?
Is these metal things? And he holds up. There's a bunch of loose coins at the bottom of his bag, and there ends up being about 15 gold.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got some coin. Alright.
I don't
What-
normally need to buy things. Either we trade or we just take it.
Noted. Let's see what we can get at the market, because the DM started to narrate that and then we totally continued talking
No, it's
about
okay. We're just gonna tell you that you each get enough for you each get enough for 3 days worth of rations, so 3 days each. Pretty meager right now, it looks like. Yeah, for each of you. So
how much would
that
3
will
days of
also
rest?
be 12 gold. Prices are up at the ration market too, so that's another 12 gold.
All of the people who eat could put up 3 gold in that
Yeah.
cover.
Gotcha.
I was reading my
Already
inventory
moving.
wrong.
Oh,
I have more than 1 day of rations.
Evander's like, oh, I forgot my graham crackers that are in my robe.
Wait,
day of
Evander, how many
sustenance.
rations do you have? Because I was an idiot and obliterated all my stuff when we got obliterated, so I don't remember exactly.
Oh, that's also true. Because
Well, I think we decided that like our stuff just kind of didn't get obliterated.
Yeah.
But what do you think, DM? Did our stuff get obliterated or not?
No.
Okay.
I had like 4 days of
Realistically-
rations left.
Realistically,
yes.
you
But for the sake of not having you guys run around naked in Icewind Dale, no. So
I mean, I was
Fair
gonna
enough.
say, like, technically, you probably kept your food on the sled with
yeah,
all
that's
of our
true.
food.
That's also
You
true.
probably don't like keep it all in your individual backpacks. You know, you probably
Gotcha.
either put it on your axe beak, which is like yours, or it's on the sled, so that you're like not having to carry it all with you.
Mhm.
Realistically.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So then,
Hey, Ink, how
Marina,
much money
you
did
have
you say that would be?
3 gold from each of us. So, I have 5 days now. Okay.
rocking with 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so House Vernon's got 7.
Okay.
Us small folk who don't need to worry about the gains.
Listen, I got 20 strength now, baby.
Oh shit!
Next level.
20-inch pythons.
Next level, because I read the book, I'm getting 22. I'm getting 22 strength. I'm getting a +6. She's so strong.
Forgot about that dang book. Okay.
Shall we talk to this man now? This
Yes.
scarred dude?
Yes.
Oh, very quickly. Sure, we can talk to him. I just need to pop by the old blacksmith at some point before we leave, and then I don't know if he sells. I know he sells armor. Does he sell like sort of weapons as well? I don't know.
The smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw weapons
Yes,
and
I
armor
was.
at the smithy.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. I
Where I
might
got
pop
my
by there.
lance.
Yeah, I believe I bought a dagger there.
Hmm.
I hold up my dagger.
He's a good
Yeah,
smith.
but-
Okay. Do you need to get something from there?
Yeah, let's
Hmm.
see if we can.
Thinking about being a little more, trying to wane off the magic a little bit,
What are you looking
rely on
for?
myself a little bit more.
What kind? I'm sorry, Rana. What kind of weapon are you looking for? Morena.
I've got a light crossbow right
Mhm.
now. If
Okay.
they've got something a little bit more sturdier than that, I would super appreciate it.
Heavy cross.
Like
Variant?
a heavy crossbow? Or are you looking for like a longbow?
On the heavy crossbow stats, does it have a strength requirement? 'Cause
It is heavy,
It's heavy, but I don't think there's a strength
which
requirement
means
to
that
wield it.
you're not small or tiny anymore, right?
You're a
No.
medium-sized creature.
Yeah.
I'm a medium-sized creature.
Okay. So yeah, it shouldn't be any problem for you.
Okay, I'm gonna grab one of those, and then if they've got any I'll say medium armor or light armor, depending on the cost of the crossbow.
Rub it in my face, why don't you?
I'd love to suit up.
The crossbow is gonna cost 60 gold pieces,
Uh-huh.
and then the armor you can find some let's see, you can find some breastplate, which is 400 gold pieces, or ring mail, which is 30 gold pieces. They don't seem to have anything heavier than ring mail at the moment.
Ringmail's medium.
Ring mail is heavy.
Oh,
that's-
not heavy. Is a breastplate
The breastplate is
Breastplate's
medium.
medium.
Yeah.
for 400? Okay, hold up. Let me look at my sheet real quick. Well,
You had a good amount of money.
I do. I have.
Or let's see, they have a chain shirt there too for 50 gold pieces.
Well, remember, we also have gemstones.
Right. And I wonder, so I walk up to the counter, right? And I throw down, let me see what I've got in here.
The rod.
Oh, there we go. I throw down this piece of alexandrite.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take gemstones as currency, sir?
Look, how much was it worth?
It's
Again?
worth 500.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a beaut. I'll take that off your hands if you want.
Right, do you make change?
Change.
Yeah, this garnet has got to be something worth like, or sorry, Alexandrite, silly me. Got to be worth something around 600, I think. Do you make change?
I can make change, but let me see if I'm going to. Make a persuasion check. For them.
How much is it worth? 500. This thing's gotta be worth like 600. So
That's gonna be a
warlock that
19.
a
19,
warlock
he
that
rolled
used to be-
he rolled pretty low. So he says, alright, I'll give you the breastplate, the crossbow, and 100 gold.
And 100 gold. Oof. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. That sounds fine. That sounds fair.
I'll scoop that up for you.
And Evander is just gonna actually dip out and start heading towards the like where they're gonna be talking with the guy.
Mhm.
He's just gonna be like, "I'll meet you there. I just need to prepare myself for this. I think it would be useful if I had maybe learned detect thoughts before. So I just need to survey the area, get the lowdown on the energies there." And he's gonna head there and
do anything
start
I wouldn't
meditating on
do.
learning detect thoughts.
Okay.
Just feel the energies out.
Marina, would you like me to help get that fitted for you? Make sure that it is all comfortable.
Oh, yeah, that'd be wonderful actually. Just T poses.
You'll have to try and learn how to put it on yourself, but I'll kind of walk you through it as I go.
Yeah,
and I
talk
will-
out the steps.
Yeah, so you're going to have to get all of the buckles sort of lined up. You want to make sure. Looks like it's fitted pretty well for you. And he leans in and he goes, and I think if there were any loose spots, you could make some adjustments on your end to make it fit better in case you didn't want to.
Don't really want to spend anything on yes, I understand what you're saying. That's very funny.
Pulls one of the buckles.
Ah!
You want to make sure that it's got. Hey, you don't want it falling off in the middle of a fight.
That's fair. Okay.
And he'll help get it on for you.
Immediately she complains that she forgot to buy like real clothes that she hasn't patchworked herself before putting this on, but okay, we'll just stick with that for now.
We could say that you got a pair of common clothes. Nothing
No, I'm
fancy.
gonna wear my boho chic. That's what we're doing
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Hey, at least it'll keep your organs in where they're supposed to be.
That's all I could ask of literally anything I've ever purchased.
Any other business, or shall we go find Evander?
I think I'm set.
All right, I think I'm all set as well.
Alright, so you head to the temple for the Morning Lord, and you're greeted by an acolyte who you saw yesterday in the temple as well. Farewell and graded. And he runs up and he says, "Oh, Father Smythe cannot meet you today. I'm afraid he's taken very ill. Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Was Father Smythe the one who
Yeah.
had seen this stuff?
The one that had cured Gray, so not the one that you had seen.
Okay, and sorry, did we learn the name of the guy who was injured, or did we never?
Oh, you
Or not
did.
injured.
They told you that his name was. Notes, why do you fail me? Milbar. His name was Milbar, and I forgot his first name.
Milbar, gotcha.
Milbar Tafarak.
Oh, right, yeah. So, don't worry about the father then. But Milbar Tavarak, something? Does that name ring a bell for you?
Oh yes, yes. He's in our cloistered area. He's lying down. You see, he's raving about something. I told your I told some people that he'd be available today to speak with because we had to sedate him yesterday a bit. But I suspect that you could try to talk to him if you intend to.
All right. Well, go ahead and piss off. All right. I'm waiting for the rest of my group. Until then, I'll be out here. Don't necessarily need any extra company, although I thank you for it.
All right. I'll wait till the rest of your company comes, and he'll kind of like shuffle on back from where he came from.
And Evander is going to just lean up against the wall in silence and learn detect thoughts for 2 hours.
Okay. The rest of you, that'll take about probably 5-10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes to don medium armor. I'm not really sure, but we'll say it takes you like 10-15 minutes to get there and don the armor. Between donning the armor and walking to the house of the Morning Lord, it'll take you about 10-15 minutes. So not
That's
soon
perfect.
after. You
That's
don't.
the exact amount of time
Okay.
that it takes you to learn.
So you don't have to wait too long before you see your companions heading in.
Did you get your affairs in order, Evander? Or ready?
Oh yeah, I'm prepared now. Apparently, this man's in the cloister, and we can talk to him. Father, whatever his name was, is sick, but at least we don't have to talk to him. We won't get sick. And so he's gonna just start heading towards the cloister.
That's fair. Quarantining is important. I'll follow right after.
I'll nudge Gray, and I'll be like,
I mean, I want to hear what he has to say. Is there something else that...
Yakolai comes over and says, "Oh, you were the two here yesterday. Yes, where that young man seems to already be walking is where you can find Novi. Father Smythe is in a coma, rather suddenly, very, very ill."
I point it at the acolyte, and then I point at Gray, and like,
I'm sorry.
I point at my arm blade on my, like, pull up my sleeve, and point at it, and then point back to the acolyte.
Kill him.
It's not extended.
I'm so sorry. I don't really know what Farewell's trying to get me to do. Maybe I'm just fried from work.
Is there like a convenient spot of clean snow around
If you go outside,
that
yes.
I can ride in?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll pull you along, and I'll write in Smythe Kavik.
Oh. You wanted me to bring up about what we had spoken about for the ritual.
I'll draw an arrow out of the word Smythe and write in sick, and then I'll cross out Kavik.
He wouldn't be able to perform the ritual if... That's true. I mean, we didn't even have everything that we needed to get the help of any of these people in the first place. But
I'll write above it, lose option.
Yeah. The druid is looking like the more likely solution for now, but I don't know. Maybe he makes a miraculous recovery and we happen to find a giant diamond on the side of the road. I know. We'll focus on the druid, I think. I need to speak with her anyway.
As you walk back in, you hear him calling out to you, and he says, "If it helps," he says he was fighting. Oh, well, that's moot. Do we get too fast?
Lost Dave, yeah.
Well,
So
wait a
while that's
second.
happening, Ulrich is noting that they're drawing some things in the snow, and so he starts kind of drawing his own stuff in another part of the snow.
So, Dave, are you there?
Yes, back.
Okay, just making sure that you could hear us. And he calls out so you can all hear. He said before he fell sick, the Morning Lord was fighting for her soul, if that makes any sense to you. Then he collapsed in a heap upon the ground. But, yes, by all means, go see Milbar. He's not doing so well either.
It sounds like you're starting to sort of get your hands full here.
Fighting for her soul.
I make a point to look over at Morena.
Sorry, I zoned out there for quite a long second. Can we just catch me up super quick?
Yes, the acolyte says that, the Morning Lord, that the Father Smythe said, the Morning Lord fights for her soul before, collapsing into his coma.
I, take a look at Farewell, I mean, I prayed a few times to him, but I don't know. It's not about me, right? It's not about me. Okay. Well, okay, anyways. I'm not even sure how I would find that out. None of us are doctors, right? So we can't really help him.
I'm still looking at you
Oh, I don't know. Okay, maybe. I'm sure. I guess there's a slim chance it's. Well, gosh, now this all feels rather sort of self-centered. But I don't know. Should I go see him? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying? Okay. I am going to. Okay. You all go talk to the hunter, right? And I suppose I'll go see if I'll just go sit by the good father's bedside and see if there's something I can do. There's some connection there, I guess. I'll check it out.
Evander's already walking up closer.
Evander's just
Evander, you follow the back. The temple's laid out with two wings in the main room, two wings on each side, and then it looks like a door to the back. And you start going towards the back, and you open the door a little, and then there are the cloisters behind the actual temple. It seems. So one wing might have been is a library. The other wing is the the fancier section, let's say, with the offices and the visiting people's wares, but the cloisters where they actually the acolytes and everything live are straight back. So you can hear the ravings of someone as you open the door, and it's just right there, 2 feet away, the abutting door, adjoining door, and you hear someone go, no, it can't be, no, and just howling in the wind.
Milbar, you there?
Who calls Milbar?
Someone who's very interested in helping you ease your tormented mind. Someone who will listen. I'm sure none of these other folks did that for you, did they?
You see two hands grasp the edge of a windowsill as a face peers out. Very rugged, leathery face from the wind and the elements. He just has a really scraggly looking beard. Looks like he hasn't taken care of himself in weeks, and just peers out and says, Milvar will hear you.
No, I will hear you. What seems to be the trouble? It seems you've had some awful run-in recently.
There was a building in the ground. There was a building in the ground, and it went on, and it was topsy-turvy inside, topsy-turvy like my mind.
It was. Well, speaking of, I'm going to enter your mind right now. And I'm just going to cast Detect Thoughts
Okay.
to try and probe deeper and uh, see if I can really visualize
Okay.
what it is he's trying to convey with what happened to him.
Is that a
So,
straight...
yeah, it's going to be a wisdom save because I'm trying to probe deeper.
Oh, he is not gonna make it. Probably because he's insane and he's a commoner. Nope. Alright, so I give him disadvantage, but even with advantage, he would have rolled like a 12, so that's not good. Alright, so what are you looking for exactly in his brain?
When he's describing like, oh, there's a building, everything's topsy turvy, I want to probe deeper and see if I can almost like relive what he went through, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like to try and piece what his dissociated words are with his memories of what happened.
You see him like with these furs on his back, and it's a first person vision of him, first person's perspective, and you see like furs on your back, you feel the weight, and then you see like a storm coming up, so there's like a hurried look for a cave or some sort of opening or some sort of debris, and he finds a single black over like structure coming from the ground. Looks like it's just cresting the top with a bump behind it, but it might be about 4 feet in the air. The crest and the bump crests over, and as he walks towards the crest, he steps on something. And he steps on something again. And it doesn't sound like solid snow. In fact, let's see. He looks down, and there is a tunnel kind of winding down this entrance, and the storm's picking up and rages on, and he starts to like go down this tunnel on all fours, and he opens this doorway of this black sheened object, this small doorway, and he kind of budges it aside, and he's inside of a finish, maybe 20 by 20, wait, let's say 25 by 25 foot room, circular, and everything is on the ceiling. The furniture, everything, and it looks like the books and stuff, the refuse has fallen to the floor. So everything looks like it had fallen. But everything's on the ceiling, the furniture and stuff like that. And, let me make sure that this is right.
And this looks like common furniture. It's not like it's a room, but like let's say chairs are bolted down where you could see like it was intentionally attached to that surface. It's like an inversion of gravity almost, right?
It is an inversion of gravity. Well, no, they were secured to the wall or floor. Everything else is in charge or just right on the ceiling. And all the rooms, well, this room that he's looking in is already lit by flames that point towards the ceiling. They give off no heat. So he climbs inside, very curious, and he stands up, and there are books, there are objects. None of them look right. There's something slightly off about everything, and as he ventures forward, he sees another corridor down. And this time, he finds a workshop and a couple books. One is called, he searches, brushes off the top of the refuse of the first book, and he's looking at a book called, Mysteries of the Faerun. He opens it up, and he starts reading about telepathic, funnel-shaped monsters, a malevolent intellect that lurk in the Underdark, with violent, disturbing sketches accompanying them. And he reads on, and flips another page, and his mind cracks as he thinks about these vast beings in this out-of-place, almost shard kind of in the ground. The spire that has been turned upside down, that is now groundward. And he scurries out of the hole as fast as he can into the blizzard, into the wind. And you see him, and you hear him thinking, worlds? Other worlds? This world filled with big things like this? No, too evil to comprehend. I can't. There's... And you just see his mind slowly corroding with madness.
Oh, well, that surely was a grand ordeal. Is it your first time learning of these other worlds? Nothing else piqued your interest about this before? Like, you weren't special in encountering this, right? It just seemed to be chance?
Chance? Fate? Does it matter? What matters? What matters?
What matters is where this was actually located. Can you give me directions there? Let me rephrase. You will give me directions there.
And you see him trekking, from... He was being honest, he, was looking for the Red Yeti. On your map, he was looking in that area with the Red Yeti, and you see him trekking slowly back to Bryn Shander, just miles and miles, but something is just disciplined. Is it obedience to his reptilian self that makes him trudge on and on until he reaches town, familiar surroundings, and he just collapses.
Well, I won't play games with you. I do not envy the state that your mind is in, or how it will be after I leave you. Thanks for the information. Should you be useful to me in the future, I'm sure I will return. Hopefully, I can find you some answers for this. Although, frankly, if I gave you those answers, I would be willing to bet it would drive you more insane than you are currently. Is there anything I could do to make you feel better in this moment?
Make it go away. But my head, erase it all.
I know of one surefire way to make that cease, but I don't think my party, which will soon be arriving after me, don't think they would agree to it. Let me see what I can do. I can think about it, but I can't surely give you an answer.
At this moment, the rest of your party comes out of the door, and we are going to skip to, Moreno. The acolyte leads you down the other hallway, where seems like the offices of the grander people are kept, in the guest wing, and you see it's not lavish, but it's more expensive than the other rooms per se. It's still like a monastery temple kind of place, so it's not extravagant by any means. Very simply decorated, but very tastefully. How about that? And you go inside and you see the lying figure, the supine figure of Father Smythe. And he is alone. He's got like a wrap on his head, and he seems to be sweating profusely and just lying there.
I sort of tiptoe around to the edge of the bed. Keep it a couple feet, but you're not awake, are you? No. Okay. Sort of strange. I don't know if we've shared maybe but one conversation, maybe two, but and I'm not. It feels a little bit strange. I feel like I might be talking out of my arse a little bit here, but if you happen, sir, to be waging some sort of celestial religious war on my behalf. You don't need to. I've made the decision that whatever happens to me, I and my friends are going to take care of ourselves. Gosh, this feels silly. You're probably worried about something completely different, but and I sort of like gingerly kind of go to like take his hand.
He gasps and bolts to life.
Oh my gosh!
And
you are awake. Oh, hello.
He presses something into your hand and then falls back down.
Okay.
It's an amulet with the symbol of the Morning Lord.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for this. Yes, thank you very much for this, and I hope you get better soon. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and lay on hands, essentially, for the 5 points with an attempt to cure a disease. I mean, I don't know that I'm doing it, but I am putting, all my, like, sincerity into this. Like, I really hope he gets better, and if that magic happens to flow into him.
You feel like this warmth inside you that when you've drawn on magic before, it's been like this vast, vague emptiness, this feeling. This time when you draw on your magic, it's warm and radiant. And you feel this pass through your hands. And his breathing slows. And it becomes even. Don't worry, it becomes even. Instead of raspy and ragged. And you sense that he's more at peace. As he lay there. He doesn't wake up again. But you can tell that he's more at peace. In his sleep.
My breath kind of calms with his, because that jolting really kind of, but okay, yeah, I think you're going to be all right. Okay, good. And I guess I'll take the amulet with me and walk out of there. I sort of poke my head back in, like, anything? No, still asleep. Okay, all right. And I'll walk back out. Are the rest of you guys going to meet up with Evander in the cloisters? Okay, I'll walk over to meet you guys there as we all arrive.
So you're probably all watching Evander finish his, conversation or whatever you're doing right now with the fellow. So
I just sort of walk over next to Farewell and I'm like, okay, so I went in there and I told her what happened and he gave me this. And then he went back to sleep. He looks a lot better now, though, so I guess I did some good. Okay, yeah, great. Okay.
So the rest of you aren't coming to the cloister. You're just kind of waiting, seeing me do this.
Yeah, we're there about now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Evander would convey what he saw, just in the sense of, seems our friend here had quite the unexpected discovery. And then would proceed to talk about how on his way to, the Red Yeti, he encountered these things, so on, so on. And it seems that this made his mind go a little backwards before forwards, if that makes sense. Seems like this might be either a great danger to avoid, but also a great boon of power should we be able to find and harness useful things inside of here. Seems more exciting to me, at least, than some singular creature.
Well, I'm a little suspicious of the description you've given us. I think we all know my opinions on the amulets and such you've collected so far, but I don't think there's any harm in maybe checking it out. Or at least as the 5 are more capable than him, I think, just to get there.
This is true, he made it out alive. Although I would note that when he arrived, there were lit flames, Whether that is a perpetual arcane flame in nature, could not tell, just reading his memories. In the event that it is non-arcane and is quite mundane, that means there are others in that vicinity that were there at the same time that he was, and will be there same time we will be.
Evander, you would see that you would remember that the flames, even though that they were like coming out of a lamp or something, they were facing upwards still, towards the ceiling.
So the ceiling,
Is the
since it's upside down,
yeah,
like the floor ceiling. Okay.
yeah, the floor ceiling. So they would be magical in nature.
They are magical. Side note, just remembered, but same point still applies.
Okay, so okay.
If we're ready to head, then I'm sure we could get on with the business.
I suppose that we're not going to get any more information here, and I'm kind of itching to get back out there, which is strange because it sucks out there, but
We're all excited to see you back in action as your old self.
And as everyone's funneling out, Evander wants to be the last one to leave. And I want to use minor illusion to kind of like just make the. So how big is the gap through which he can see?
It's kind of like up to here and then this big, so maybe 1.5 feet.
Perfect. Kind of want to make it look like I want to replicate the images that are on our side, but make it look a little bit like wavy and undulating. And I want to use another use of minor illusion just to conjure like a whisper behind him, just saying, "For what it's worth, I think it might be the food that they're giving you, which is causing your madness. Might not be safe." And it's gonna continue to walk out.
You hear a shriek and a howl.
you're a bad boy. You're a
And-
bad boy.
I'm helping him. He wants it to end.
I don't know if that's being a good boy.
It's being Evander.
Yeah, that's true. So,
If I could put anything on a t-shirt from this campaign, it's being Evander with like
you guys heading out of Bridgehander today? It's probably
Headed
before
out.
noon still. You just visited the feed store. Oh wait, you visited the other shopping. It might be afternoon. It's gonna be 2 or 3. So you might want to leave tomorrow or today. It doesn't matter to me.
Is there anything else that we need to do? Do you need to check up on your your food kitchen, your soup kitchen that you set up?
oh,
This is
nice.
true. Like, I was supposed to be getting money from this, but Danvers is dead. I suppose it doesn't hurt if I made a stop back and went and just checked and tried to collect on the amount of money that I'm supposed to be getting from this food kitchen.
So one more quick
I
night in
don't believe
Bridgehander,
that
and
was
then
this
It
town,
wasn't
though.
this
I thought that was
town.
East Haven.
It was in Brinchander, right? I think.
thought it was
No,
in East
it
Haven.
was in
No,
East
it was
Haven.
in
or
the
something.
it was in East Haven.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You better call collect.
Here. Never mind.
Yeah, because Bryn Shander's not on a lake, and East Haven is.
Yeah.
East Haven is never. I don't think that there's anything else that we have to
We could
do.
just travel a half day and camp a little bit outside of town, just a little head start. Or I don't mind spending another night here. I'll spend it up with the Zeus. We can fix this little painting you did of mine. I'm okay to do either one.
I I'm of the opinion we could just relax a half day.
I will say, we have rations available for if we want to conserve rations. It might be a good idea to spend tonight here, do a full day tomorrow.
Oh, Gray does like the efficiency of saving rations. Take the day off. Take the day off.
Yay, Icewind Dad.
Icewind Dad says we can just hang out at the hotel today. We don't have to put my little itinerary away.
I like run back to the hotel to see if they have an appointment available for like pedicures or something. Like,
I'll take my usual place in the tap room and continue carving away at my current project.
Okay. Anyone doing anything specific? Like, interactive with me. Specific.
Gray.
Are there any...
Just question.
No, go ahead, Ink.
I was just gonna say that Gray's gonna go around and see if there's some dice games that dice or cards that he can go play around town, see if he can just get some extra money, do a little bit of gambling.
Not at this inn. It's very somber because of the beloved hunter being, driven mad. And
how about around another inn?
But
go back to the fish place.
Listen. What I'm saying is, if I have to go to the fish place, I mean, look. Sometimes people are sad, and so when they're sad, they gamble, and maybe I could just.
The North Look does have a game going, but it is a 20 gold buy-in.
Everything about this place. Okay, yeah, I'll do a 20 gold buy-in.
How rich is your blood?
I'll do a 20 gold buy-in. I literally have nothing
Ray,
to buy.
can I come with you?
Do you like dice?
I don't know, but I feel anxious just sitting around doing nothing. Perhaps there will be a fight.
Depending on how the dice game goes, possibly.
Oh yeah, I will come and watch.
Alright, I don't know if they'll let you stand around, but maybe you could play some music.
Okay.
Try your hand at a game, Halric. Oh, she's like screaming from the kitchen.
You don't have 20 coin. Let me see if I win.
I'll let you borrow. Here, listen, Halric. Go ahead. I'll hand you 20 gold. Try a hand at a game. See if you like it. I made some earlier today. You could please.
Okay.
All right. I'll spend 20 gold to do the buy-in.
All right. Roll.
3.
This way we're gonna play. Roll 44. Keep them hidden, which they obviously are. Pick one out of the 4 that you don't want to use and reveal that dice on the table in front of you. Everyone does this. Betting starts poker style. With the person who put out the highest dice progressing clockwise. So we'll do whoever does the highest dice, then around the circle here.
So we roll 4 and then we show one of them.
Once bets are settled, reveal the 3 hidden dice. The person with the highest total wins.
Oh, okay.
You were cutting out a bit for me. Can you tell me that once more, please?
Sure. Roll 46. Keep them hidden. Pick one out of the 4 that you don't want to use and reveal the dice on the table in front of you. Everyone does this. Betting starts, poker style, 1 round, with the person who put out the highest dice. Once bets are settled, reveal the 3 hidden dice, and the person with the highest total wins.
Okay.
Alright?
I have rolled 4 dice.
Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta write all this down.
This is fun. Is this in the book?
Does everyone want to go, or just Horik and Gray?
I would like to see some stuff around the hotel. I'm not going back to that damn fish place unless someone drags my dead body in there.
You have a Zeus there, and he's got like a bath of water for your feet with some really crappy dried flower petals in it, but he thinks they're pretty. And he's just
That's lovely, Zeus. We're gonna keep this warm. I actually want to take you down to the kitchens and make sure all of your stock is up to date and properly labeled. We're just gonna go through and reorganize.
But you wanted petty foot bath.
Oh, you know what that is? Okay, well, Okay, we'll do this first, and then we'll go down and reorganize. So you do something for me, I'll do something for you.
He sits next to you and sticks his, like, green feet in there, too.
Oh, this is great. This is even better. We can do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're just having a day. Okay.
Alright, so farewell, you're carving by the fire.
I would be in hearing that something else is going on that's more different than carving.
Okay. So, if you're all going to the North Look, everyone can roll the 46, and we can start from there.
Evander would not be going. He would slink away to head to the pigeonry, that pigeon lady. Mainly is gonna inquire about things that he can orchestrate for people who might be below him on the totem pole. But we might want to save that until after the game of rolling.
All right, everyone, roll your dice. Okay. Pick which die you want to start with.
Okay.
I put out a 3 in front of me.
Okay. We'll start with Gray. Yep.
I put out a 1.
Okay. Horik?
I put out my lowest number. Is that right?
Your high. You put out any number,
but
but the highest number goes first.
Okay.
That's first. So it
can highest number does bets first.
Yeah. 3. And I'll put out a. The dealer will put out 1 as well. So I believe. Who had the you go first,
so
right?
It was 3, 3, 1, 1.
Yep.
So I reveal what I have.
You bet.
In my, or do I bet?
Yep, you bet.
This is bet.
So betting is like, I think the highest is such a number.
No, you bet that you. Let's see.
How much? It's how much money are you willing to bet that you have the highest total of all of us?
I have the highest number.
It's poker style, so if you really don't think you can win, I'm guessing you can fold and just lose your.
Okay, so your dice is like your a gold.
Okay. It was a 20 gold buy-in, just so you know. So gold.
That means
Gray.
Someone's gonna get like 80. Jim was higher than me, so he would go.
No, it goes clockwise though.
Oh, it goes clock. Oh,
it starts with the highest.
Sorry. Gray will bet another 5 gold that he actually has the highest.
Now it's Horik. Horik doesn't have any more money, does he?
Ulrich will Harwick will match the 5.
Gold. Okay.
No raise.
Dealer will put in. We'll put in 10 gold. So everyone that wants to stay has to match the 10 gold. Starting with Farewell.
Farewell will do 10 gold.
Okay, Gray. Do you want to put an extra 5?
I'll raise it. Yeah, I'll raise it to 15.
It's just 1 round of betting.
Oh, you can't raise?
I just do it for the sake of not playing in a complete poker game. I'm just gonna do 1 round of betting.
10.
Well, then it would have ended with you.
But I wanted everyone to give. Everyone has to match what I put in, or else they're out.
Okay, then I'm out.
Okay, so you're out.
I'll stay in.
Lost 1 gold. Okay, you're in for 10. Ulrich?
Ulrich will go another 5 to fill up to 10.
All right. Dealer reveals math. 13. A 6, a 5, and a 2.
My other 3 were a 4, a 4, and a 3, so 12.
Okay.
And I had a 5, a 2, and a 2, which is 9.
Okay, and Ulrich?
I have 5, a 4, and 2 3s.
Okay.
15.
15, he wins.
Oh my god,
No. It's
win.
only the 3 dice
It'll
left.
be a 12.
It's a 12.
Be a 12?
No.
So I win. So I'm taking all your gold.
No.
Oh, I thought Halric won.
No. So yay, you all bet. Do you want to play again, or
Wait, how
No.
much was your total, Sarah?
I was 13.
You
Mine
add
was
the other.
15.
You add the other 3 up.
The other 3.
So take out one of your 3s, because that's what you put forward.
I see.
Sorry,
you
sorry if
had-
it was
okay, so
unclear.
that-
I'm sorry, guys.
So you had
No,
12.
so that the first die you show doesn't count. Is
No.
that what I'm hearing?
That's the one that you
Yeah.
use to see if you can bet first. So
Yeah,
first
that's
die
why.
doesn't count.
Okay.
That's why I put the 1, because I
Yeah.
didn't want that included in my total.
Yeah, but you can bluff and bet first if you put out like a 6 or something. And say,
Actually, it was 11.
Okay.
not 12. I just can't
Okay.
do math. Yeah, so we all lost.
Go again.
One more game. I need Halric to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 gold buy-in.
Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of money. Okay. I'll go with you one more time, buddy.
I'll try again.
Farewell. Are you in?
I am in again.
Okay, let me... Where's my other dice?
And then we'll get to being adventurers.
Yeah. Alright. Farewell. Everyone put their 1 dice forward.
Alright. I'm putting up a 4.
I put out a 1.
Okay, bro.
1 for me as well.
And dealer puts
Learning.
out 2. So it starts with Gray, then it will go Halric, dealer, Farewell.
Gray is going to put forth, for his bet, another 20 gold.
20 gold. Halric?
Haldrick will match.
Match. Dealer will match. Farewell?
25 gold.
25. Alright. Gray, will you match?
So I have to put... I only have 21 gold left, so I'll put the rest of my money in.
Okay. Halric, will you go to
With-
25?
With the money that Ulrich started with and the 20 that was given to him, that is all his money. So he's going to put all it in.
Okay.
These shiny metal
All
discs
in,
mean
all
nothing to
in.
him. They're like Cheerios.
I have no more money.
Alright. Farewell. Please, dealer's gonna match too. So, 25.
Alright, I had a 16 total. A
Nice.
6 and 2 5s.
Nice. Gray.
17 total, 2
Oh
6s and a 5.
goodness. Halric.
16, 2 6s and a 4.
Dealer only 12. So, Gray, you win.
Hey, there we go. That was a near perfect one.
So you win,
Yeah.
well, I don't, Halric, how much was your all in again? 20, 21?
25.
25. Okay. So you win, on top of what you recouped, you win, 80 from the buy-in, and then 75 from everyone else. Okay.
All
is
right,
nice.
I still have it. I still got it. I walked out of this with more money than I walked into it with.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, you got it. Congratulations.
Now,
Really
I would say
bad
I would
to
buy
do
it.
out.
I would say I would buy everyone a round, but the rounds are really expensive here. Let's go back to the other inn and I'll buy you around there. Thank you, dealer.
Alright. And Evander, I'm sorry, what was it that you wanted to...
I wanted to head to the pigeonry. I don't know if there's a better name for that, and talk to my good friend who's in that group that I'm pulling the name up of.
I believe it was Velma?
Yeah, the nameless one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Velma will see you approach and, sort of use, like almost like a thieves' cant with, like, finger symbols and, like, tell you to meet her on the side. So she'll hop
Sure.
out the back, she'll hop out the back door and meet you behind the building.
then I'll be out there, flipping a coin in the air every so often, looking cool, looking intimidating and brooding. Um, and Vanish's just gonna ask, do I have any sway over members in East Haven?
East Haven? Why, yes, I suppose you would.
Well, then that's wonderful news, as I need a team of roughly, I'd say, 4 to 5. Could that be arranged?
I believe so. I believe we have 6 members there.
Oh, well,
Not what
then
you're
that's wonderful.
like, but up to no.
Well, it seems that there is a soup kitchen which is soon to run out of business. Unfortunately, for reasons outside of my control, seems there might be a fire which will start when nobody is home, of course, but before this place burns, I need an item back. One that is rightfully mine. And these 6 men, or women, or things, or whatever, must transport this item back here. And he'll produce a tag that says, like, oh, to a Zeus. Thanks for your continued hospitality. And I'll have, like, the address of our inn and so forth. Is this something that can be arranged?
I suppose it could be done within a 10-day.
Sure, there's no real strict time limit on this, only that I must collect on what is mine. And as I've not had the other end of my bargain upheld, well then, it seems I must follow through on my promises.
What, you mean the sniveling man?
I'm sorry?
Word gets around. There's some man from the mountain that comes down and very sniveling and what's the word? Obsequious, might I say. Comes down from the mountain region and said something about he's owed this money and has some deal worked out.
Well, it appears that his incompetence is no longer going to be an issue for me. He shall snivel no more, but I shall, collect on what is mine. And he would proceed to describe the location of where this is, where this building that needs to be burnt, and the description of the cauldron inside that needs to be retrieved.
They know of the building. They know of the soup kitchen because they're pretty much an underground spy ring, so they have information. They don't know the magical nature of the cauldron per se, like how it works and all that stuff. But she would also say, yes, it seems that the sniveling man, whatever you call him, was there 2 days ago to collect. Shall we get
Well,
rid of him
that
as well?
is interesting. Can I make an insight check and just see if she's telling the truth? That's a 6.
She's not. She doesn't seem to be lying.
Well, if this is true, what you say.
He might still be there if you wish to talk to him.
No. Even more reason for this building to be burnt and my object to be retrieved.
So it will be done. A service we provide to members.
Anything I need to provide in exchange? Any gold? Any further directions?
There was a rumor that someone from the tribes wanted someone else killed, but we haven't got any official declaration yet. We'll let you know.
I'll see what I can do, if it's within my powers.
Quite.
And Evander's just gonna dip out of there.
Okay. And as you all coalesce back at the Sovereign's watering hole, we will take our evening break, as it's 8:41. So we'll see you in 5 to 7 minutes, everyone, and we'll BRB.
in you.
And we're back. Sorry I missed the cat on stream, but we're back. So, we are all congregating back at the inn, Sarpent's Watering Hole. Anji having spent her time with Azuz. Farewell, Horik, and Gray, doing some dice gambling at the North Look. Gray, you did not press the, fish button, did you? Or wave past fish?
Not today.
Not today. And then Evander had an interesting, conversation with his contacts. And, yeah, so that's where you guys are. It's probably, you guys looked for a dice game, it's probably about 5, 6 getting to supper time. Zeus hugs Anji and says, "Gotta go make the rounds now, the supper!" And he'll go downstairs and just kinda, clatter around the kitchen. Anything you guys want to do in particular?
Hallrick wants to apologize to Marina. Is it Marina or Morena?
Morena.
Wants to apologize to Morena. Sorry, I lost all your money.
Oh, no, it's not about that. Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
I think so.
I'm sorry.
My first time to play this dice, and so I don't know if it was fun. I mean, is losing fun?
I mean, it can be. You can hold that feeling in your heart, and the next time you play it, when you do win, it'll make the win feel better. At least that's my experience.
You can play a couple games with me on the travel, and maybe you can win some of it back.
Sorry, what?
I may or may not have won the hand. So the gold didn't go to someone we don't know.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna drag Gray aside really quick. Isaiah? Give that boy his damn money back. It was his first time playing. Give the boy his damn money back.
It's a good lesson. All right.
Okay, go.
Oh, yes.
How much? He goes to say something and he goes, how much did you give him?
I gave him 20 gold.
He was betting on. Okay.
Wait, what?
Hallrick.
Yeah.
As it turns out, I actually still have some of your coin, and I didn't pay you for escorting the rest of my friends back to Bryn Shander. This 20 gold is for you, for your services, so we can play more dice another day.
Hey, can you keep it for me? I don't want to lose it. Apparently it has value.
I will. He looks over at Morena.
She fully both her hands are covering her face, but like.
I'll hold on to it for when we play another game while we're out on the road. And then I will give it back to you so that you can bet it for the game and give it back to me.
Yeah, okay. Lorena, how's your head? Is it hurting?
My head?
Yeah, you hold your head in hands.
A little bit. I had a wonderful, relaxing afternoon with the Zeus, but we did go through some of the stores in the back, and it's a little bit shabby, so I think a little bit of just organizing things has gotten me all tired. But I will order around for all of us and get that fixed up right quick. Ale? Mead. Fantastic. The usual for the rest, or does anyone have a different order?
I'm just ready to get on the road.
All right, fair enough. But thank you, Hallrick, for checking in. It's just a little twinge, a little stress headache. It's nothing to worry about.
So Zeus will bring your orders over. And did you guys want to do anything else specific before nightfall, evening, nighttime?
I'd like to burn Bryn Shander to the ground.
Hey.
Somebody already tried to blow it up. It didn't work that well.
Still evil!
Okay. Farewell will just sort of sit in the corner, dig out some paints, and start painting the figurine that they most recently finished.
Okay, anyone else doing anything? Alright. Farewell, you finish up in the morning. And, you like, I don't know if you blink, but you kind of look up and poke your head, and before you know it, the sun's up, kind of thing. Well, the sky lightens, kind of thing. And, everyone else, you get a full night's sleep. And the day is yours.
I fully get up early, help Zeus whip up the breakfast for everybody. Gonna be a big day. Sneak a couple extra sausages. Oh, good morning, Gellum.
Ah, the panther is in order. I can't remember the last time this happened.
Well, it's important to keep it organized, right? Make sure you have everything up to date without expiring. You know, we were actually curious. Who do your supplies, your stores in the back here?
I'm sorry, Mom. I don't believe I know you. Name's Gellum.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. It's been a whole 2 days and I've already just sort of gotten re-comfortable. Do you remember up here? And she like swips back into Aji body.
Yeah, he kind of starts, but just like, oh, okay, the voice sounded familiar. I wasn't sure why though. Kind of confused.
Right. Sorry, I've sort of undergone some personal changes in the past 48 hours.
Good for you.
Well, thank you. I feel like I'm much taller, you know, obviously standing a bit taller. But how are you? How's your sister?
Sister's doing better, thanks.
Good. That's great to hear. Great to see everything is here. And I don't know if you had any part in the barn, but we all just wanted to extend our thanks. It's gorgeous.
Well, you know, it was just put all the final touches in, but you're welcome anytime, Miss.
Morena.
Miss Morena.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, we get our source around here once every 10 days, so, twice a month about someone comes by for our, stock. Lately it's been harder with the Rime going on to get some supplies, so maybe every, 25 day I'll go by without any. But we're one of the better stocked establishments in town. It's not like we're out, you know, near the cares or anything. They get rough sometimes. We're kind of the central hub of things, so.
Right. Just out of curiosity, your supplier is not from in town, obviously. Do you know where they sort of grow and...
Down past the spine of the world, I believe. They have to carry it up.
Far delivery. That must be expensive.
It can be at times, but it's worth it to feed the people here, don't you think?
I've certainly been grateful, and my companions as well. Speaking of, I was hoping I could just get in there. I've just found had such a good time helping Zeus do literally anything. So if you wouldn't mind some help prep in the back, I might just go ahead and do that since it's the early hour.
Of course, that'd be great.
Just gonna go back there and grab a knife and start chopping cabbage.
Sure. Everyone else wanders in, and you see Farewell sitting there already at a table.
I've already started a new project. The finished is they're drying.
Ooh.
And Morena's nowhere to be seen, but you might hear her exclaim something from the kitchen once in a while.
Is this done yet?
Stir once more!
Okay, got it!
Counterclockwise.
Oh, shoot. Okay, gotcha. Just a lot of that. I don't really know how to cook, but...
Why to stir
garlic in there?
Why do you stir it counterclockwise? What happens if you stir it clockwise?
Like, try to stir it clockwise and, like, sparks start flying. Oh, okay, yes, counterclockwise for sure.
The food just starts going... Well, Gray wants to make sure that the axe beaks are saddled up and everything, so...
Okay.
I'm just gonna make sure that all of our, the sled and everything is set at the stables.
Yep, you secure everything, and unless there's any other business in town, we can get you on the road.
On the
The kisses
road
is the
again.
So which
forehead.
way are we going?
I believe you are going. Let me grab the
East.
from
Going
Brinchender.
east, right?
This way. I'm not sure where you
So
want to
Oh,
go.
that's
You might want to go
lines,
to
So-
East
lines.
Haven, or you might want
we
to go
could.
up here. I don't know.
So yeah, this is.
Might be better
it's
to
time.
go up to Caer Konig.
I was gonna say, so it's time for our favorite part of Rime of the Frostmaiden, where we plan out our travel.
Yep.
Yay!
We could either go to East Haven to check out how the soup kitchen's doing, and then go north via Lake Dinishir, because it seems that there is a river that runs straight through the Amnon sighting area. Or we could do like Jim just said, pass up through Caer Dineval, which I believe is the cultists,
I believe so too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
think it is.
continue past to Caer Konig, which we've never been to before, I don't think. So if you want to fight some cultists,
I would not wish to fight with them, but my vote would be to, let's say, explore the hospitality to be found in a city which we have not yet been to.
I was
Are
gonna
you
say Miranda's jaw like clenches and she just sends like a rueful side eye over to Gray, like, yeah, I could go for killing some cultists.
Dylan, it was Dylan. Gray did not say
Gray
killing
didn't
cultists.
suggest it. Okay, never mind. But just the mention of
But-
the city, it's like,
Yes, yeah, Gray would have been like, there were those people there. So, in character, Gray would be like, Evander, are you suggesting that we just continue straight through Caer Dineval or sort of side skirt it?
Depending on how quickly we need to go, and just speed is the only concern of mine. It seems if we continue to East Haven, go around, that might be slower than going directly up, stopping for a night in Caer Konig, and then continuing on. How long would that be, actually, in order to get up to Caer Konig?
I
we're
don't have the
going by
handy
way
dandy
of the
graphic that except me.
Yeah, let me give you the distance if we go the road. It's about 8.8 mile. Well, yeah, we'll say like 9 miles to get to the turning point, and then approximately another 11 all the way to Caer Konig. So 20 miles.
Yikes. And we're traveling
By
at
way of
a
road.
mile an hour with the animals, or are we able to travel at 2 miles an hour?
I think you're at 2. The animals. I think it's faster than that. Hold on, let me just make sure. I think it's faster than that.
I mean, this is without factoring in like weather and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if a blizzard
Right.
comes in, like we have to sit for however long.
We could warm ourselves by the flames of the infernals. Could happen.
Sled dogs go one. That's the thing. Sled dogs go a little slower.
Yeah, I mean they're pulling all of our supplies and
Yeah,
stuff, so we're sort
so-
of like bound by the speed of the sled.
Yeah.
And
So
that
it's
speed is 2?
a mile.
1?
I think it's mile an hour. It doesn't say, so we're
500
just gonna go
miles
with
an
mile an hour.
Mile an hour. So we
I would say
travel
the
about
axe
8
beaks
hours.
could go 2 miles and like 2, but the dogs could only, since they're pulling everything, they could only go 1.
Yeah,
That's
so if we're
fine.
traveling about 8 miles a day, if we pushed it a little bit into the night, we could make it 2 days, but if we're just traveling casually, it would be 3 days. On the third day that we would reach Caer Dineval, about halfway through, we could take like a halfway stop, rest, and then either continue on or stop early on the third day.
Yeah, I mean, like, the good thing to note is that means that we don't have any necessity to stop in the vicinity of Caer Dineval.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going by the graphic that you posted a while ago, but it said walking time between towns from where we're at to Caer Dineval is 7.5 hours.
Oh. Well, that's if you don't go down the
But
road.
I don't know if you're going by that or not. But I looked that up.
Okay, we'll go with that.
But it's
Travel.
DM's decision.
Travel do be what it do be.
We'll go with a full day, like 8, 9, 8.5.
Okay.
So we'll call it that way to Cairdenable.
Okay. So it would be about a day to Cairdenval, and then the next day we would make it to Cair Konig.
Mm-hmm.
So we could rest. So it might come that the end of our travel we would be arriving there. So we could either camp outside or we try and risk a day in Cairdenval.
I mean, right now, right as it stands with us in Cairdenval, we don't have to interact with the cultists, right? And they don't have like a bad impression of us.
I mean, they
Yeah, I mean,
actually
honestly, there's
like us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Could
we don't have to
probably
stay
get
with them,
housing there.
but it's not like there's a threat in us staying there. Like we could probably just camp out in that abandoned freaking inn that we were in the last time.
Yeah, we could see if there's been any development with the actual inn owner, with the fact that he won't be letting anyone in. Remember, that was that guy.
Yeah, or figure out just we could stop there and just be like, okay, what was the deal, dude?
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to stop, sure. Otherwise, I think Vander's vote is to just get going.
Okay.
Right.
Well, because with the way that it was being talked about, we'll reach it near like the end of the day. So if we continue through, it would be during the night.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe let me rephrase. I'm totally cool stopping there, but maybe not necessarily interested in figuring out. Ooh, what's the barkeep doing?
I
Okay.
see. Not as
Literally-
interested in solving problems there. Gotcha.
Literally, just sit there so that we're not in the wilderness. And then
Yeah.
leave. Okay.
That's at least Evander's disposition towards it.
I mean, that guy was rude AF. I don't care about fixing his problems, even as Nice Gray.
I don't either. It's more or less a difference of like, if there's a quick thing we can do so we can just stay somewhere warm, that's more Anchi or like Marina's
Right.
sort of like
If we can fix it and
Thing.
get like an actual bed.
right. Otherwise, I mean, she's cool staying in the abandoned one too. It's just sort of like if there's a chance of like a bed, then that's dope.
Well, let's see if we get attacked by like a crazy dragon with an undead dude on its back before we get there.
Yeah, or a blizzard.
Or a blizzard. So we'll make our way east, and then at the crossroads, we will switch north and make way for Cairdenval. DM.
Someone give me a survival check.
Dad.
Is everyone okay with me making the survival check?
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
Natural 20, 25.
Alright, you know where you're
My
going.
man.
And you make it there by nightfall. It's about 7 p.m.
Just like that.
7 p.m. by the time you get everything into the keep. And are you staying in the town proper? I'm sorry, or are you going
We're going in proper. It's just a matter of if we're staying in that abandoned house or not.
We walk in there, right? I just want to knock on that innkeeper's door who was being real rude last time and be like, hey, are you accepting visitors now or what?
He's not there. The inn is closed.
And like lights off and everything?
Yep.
The inn or the tavern? You're knocking on the tavern? Because it was technically the tavern that had rooms, and the inn was closed, and we stayed in the old inn.
Right, the tavern is what I'm talking about.
That's what I
Tavern,
mean.
sorry.
Yep, the tavern is closed. Lights off.
Okay.
Good memory, Kaplan.
Yeah.
My goodness.
No joke. Can I try the door just to see if it's unlocked or?
Sure. It is locked.
Okay, so he's just sort of out.
Do people just go out?
You wouldn't think, right? You'd think this would sort of be his spot.
Kind of like wipe some of the like frost or fog off of the window and look inside. Does it look like
It doesn't look occupied.
does it look like gutted?
Doesn't look gutted,
Like-
it just looks closed. There's some stools there. There's the wooden bar. There's a couple of tables. But that's about it.
I mean, there would probably still be beds upstairs.
I'm not going to lie. I am tempted to sort of jimmy the lock and go in, right?
A little bit of echo manipulation, and I could just unlock it from the outside. I don't really... Look, I'm a nice guy, but if there's beds
I would like
in
to
there...
start walking around to see if there's a back door that's open.
Okay, there is a back door. It is still closed and locked.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
I mean, last time this dude just like didn't want anything to do with anyone, and I'm kind of remembering he might live here, so maybe he's just upstairs and we're breaking into his house. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all right. Who's good at climbing? Can anyone just see if someone's upstairs?
I mean,
we can
can
also...
above my head, and they can look in the window.
Oh, okay.
Is there any footprints out the back door in the snow that I can see?
Doesn't look like it.
Or is it trampled like heavy use, or is it like I'm the only person here?
Give me a perception check.
All right.
Like, am I the, like, maybe it's just because we're playing D&D and we're playing Rime and the Frostmaiden, but, like, this gives me sketch vibes.
18.
It gives me sketch vibes, for sure.
Not
I think this place is totally fine. 5 out of 5.
If it makes you feel better, Gray. Sorry. Go ahead, Kaplan.
No, like...
There's not like somebody left in a hurry sort of footprints out the back door or anything. Nope. Looking up, there's still no lights in...
No lights.
I'm not even sure if this is a 2-story building, but no other lights.
It is a 2-story
okay.
building. Very simply, done. Just an not like the watering hole, which has a big long hall and a hearth at the one side and the bar at the other. This is just window, door, then like 12 feet, then bar, then stairs on the one side. Very simple.
Yeah, I'll head back around and I'll check out the front. I mean, with all my party members trampling, there's probably not really.
Yeah.
But I'd just sort of check out, see if there's anything unusual that I can see.
Sure, give me an investigation check if you're looking for something like that specifically.
And while this is happening, Evander would just tell Gray that, I'll tell you what, if you open it up, I can be invisible. Simple as that.
Dirty 20.
Doesn't look like anything's out of place. Looks... With a dirty 20, like, you're looking for footprints, only your party's footprints.
Footprints,
like...
scratches around the door, like, yeah, okay.
We could ask around just to be sure, I suppose, or, I don't know. It just seems like he kind of disappeared.
I mean, he could have moved. He didn't want to open it up for us. I doubt he had much business.
You still want me to pick you up?
You know what? Yes.
You can look through the window. Okay.
We look very suspicious.
He comes over.
We always arrive here in the night, and now we're like poking around. We're bad.
And he does that professional cheerleader move where he, kind of holds you kind of by your waist, and then you jump, and he lifts you up, and then like he's balancing you up on one hand.
Can I see through the window, or I can shift a little bit so that I like elongate my like ribs and spine a little bit to get to about 6'2", and then just like peek through a window?
I love changelings.
Nothing. What are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for just like really any signs of recent life. Like a person as asleep would be amazing, but like any sort of just like general kind of like a little light on or like a little bit of a mess.
There are 5 rooms, 5 windows to look in up top.
Okay.
So the first one is empty.
Ulrich, do you think
Just
you can shuffle to the left?
A chest and a nightstand, and it looks like it's very gray and dim inside. It's getting harder to see.
It's getting harder to see? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because the light's going down. You arrived here like late night.
Gotcha.
Early evening. Late evening? Around 7.
Yeah. It was getting
Is the
evening.
bed made?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Ulrich, do you think while we're in this position, can you scooch a little bit to the left? I'm trying to see in the next window.
Which way is the left?
Hold your free hand up like the letter of an L. That way, the way I'm pointing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He shuffles.
Next window. Same thing. Identical room.
All right. Let's do one more, Ulrich. Once more to the left.
This one,
Once more onto the bridge.
there looks to be something in the bed.
There looks to be something in the bed.
It's like a figure in the bed. Yeah. Looks to be someone lying down.
It's just his house. It's just his house.
Can I make out anything about the person or?
No, it's under a sheet. You're looking through window pane in the snow. It's no, with frozen. It's just a form underneath the sheet kind of thing.
Okay. All right, Harlech, we can come on down now. I like put my ribs back in their proper spot.
He does the thing where he kind of pushes you up, and then you get like do a twisting fall, and then
Yeah, like leaping like catchy bridal style. Okay, I think it's just his
Give me
house.
a dexterity saving a check, Anji, and give me a dexterity saving throw. No, dexterity saving throw, Anji. Sorry, Morena, and then a dexterity check for Ulrich.
That is a 21 for Morena.
You twist ever so elegantly and gracefully in the air, so much that Farewell takes notice.
and a dirty 20 for Ulrich's.
You are falling with style. So,
Oh my gosh, we're
caught?
synced up.
Yep. You're caught with grace. Very,
What's that movie? What's that movie? Bring It On.
Yes.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah.
I was thinking The Princess Bride.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I just went to cheerleading.
Fezzik.
Yeah.
Hello,
when
lady.
Fezzik,
Yeah, hello, lady.
Hello.
Great. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you. All right, let's go back to the others, Ulrich. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's this man's house.
oh, put you down. Sorry.
Oh no, it's rather comfortable up there. Whew, okay. Yeah, there's someone sleeping upstairs. I think it's just this man's house. I think Evander's right.
All right, abandoned house it is. I get.
All right.
Is there a rock
Farewell?
on the ground? A small rock.
You want to wake him up?
Yes.
I pick it up off the ground to, brush the snow off. And I mime throwing with it up at the window, and I look around to see.
Okay, and I reach down and I take a huge rock.
Evander's gonna
I grab it, pluck it out of your hand.
Oh, where did it go?
What was Evander gonna do?
Evander's was gonna go to help try and stop Ulrich from doing that. And is just gonna use Mage Hand to rap on the window on the corner.
I was gonna say a quickly minor illusion of boombox on Farewell's shoulder. And just...
What is that rapping? Rapping at my chamber window?
Nothing happens. It's 5 pounds of movement, right? So you're
10.
10. Okay. Nothing happens that you notice.
Let's just go to the abandoned house. Why are we messing with
He's
this man?
either asleep or dead. Either way does not look good if we're in there and other people see.
All very true. We can just pop by on our way out in the morning and just be like, "Hey, are you good?" And if not, then well, dang.
We can get the abandoned in. all done up again.
Morana, are you really concerned with his well-being? He wasn't particularly nice to us last time.
No, what I meant all good, sorry. I didn't mean sort of like, are you in good health or anything like that. I meant is your sort of complex about your tavern been solved. That's what I meant by that.
Same
Otherwise,
question.
I'm just
I guess
dead
still
curious, really. I'm really just dead curious why someone wouldn't want to be inviting business into their place of business.
Right. It's curiosity fueling it, not necessarily empathy.
You're curious
Sure.
if he's dead.
I'm not really curious if he's dead. I'm just sort of curious what his deal is. I'd like to know people, and he's a very interesting man, if not a very rude one that I wouldn't mind. Well, I'll sort of that, but a rude man that I have questions about.
I'm assuming we're all walking towards the abandoned inn at this point. So I'll make sure I'm the last person. I'm still going to check the little tiny pebble at his window, but I'll just keep walking.
Ding dong, did you?
I'm not sure it's ding dong.
It's like
click clack.
Click clack.
Click clack. Dash. No.
Click clack move.
Click clack.
Gauss that type.
Anyway, I will still do that.
I'll crack this in just a second.
Okay, thank you.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get our best guy on it. Okay.
I'm on the case.
Pebble
Click,
and
clack,
skedaddle.
Click clack out the back.
Click out this about.
Anyway, so you reach the abandoned tavern, the Den of Rest, the closed inn. You go in there, and everything seems to be quiet there too.
Well,
I'm gonna mage armor myself.
Okay.
Just in case.
bad memory.
I mean,
last time we were here, this place was full of dwargers, so just keep an eye out.
Okay.
I will, I don't know. I guess set up our tents in here. That's what we did last time, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'll pop the animals out. So I'll roll for them.
Okay.
What's today's
I hope
Pokemon?
if I've been able to just get as we're walking, if there's any loose scraps of wood or something, I can just sort of pick up along the way to throw a fire in the old hearth that's in this building. I'd love to be able to do that.
Are you stealing the wood piles from outside of people's houses?
No. Listed area around the building?
Not around the building.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna just well, I'm gonna take one piece of wood. Well, just sort of a vibe check on the group. If I borrow one piece of wood from these people's houses, are we gonna be?
We're in an abandoned house, which I think is made of wood. You could take a floor plank.
Okay, that's fair. I don't have an axe.
Or if there's the refuse of broken
I have an
chairs.
axe.
He has an axe.
Okay, so then once we get inside, I'll help gather some of the loose abandoned furniture, and Holrick and I can put together a fire real quick.
Okay. So you enter the inn, and you see the remains of the deer. I think gored 2 of them outside of town.
Oh, that's right.
That you said that.
Yeah.
We told you that we let them live.
So last time we were like, oh yeah, you better tell your friends.
Yeah.
And then the deer, the giant elk, when it was out, a vendor had him run him down and cover him with snow.
Yes. So you see the remains of 4 there. Because I don't think you did anything with them.
I don't think we did anything with the bodies, but I think it was only one that we set free.
Oh boy.
But yes.
Is it cold enough that they haven't decomposed?
Yes. It is cold enough that they haven't decomposed.
Good, because otherwise it would be really smelly.
Yeah.
Well, of what I rolled, there's a weasel, there's a dire wolf, and there's also another giant elk.
Nice.
So if we need, Direwolf can make some quick work of this.
Maybe the giant elk can drag them outside, and the direwolf can sort of.
Well, the problem is the giant elk can't really fit inside too comfortably.
It's too big. It's too giant. Okay.
Well, the direwolf is also a large creature. I don't think either of them can fit in
Oh
here.
yeah, that's true. We can push them to the door, and then they can take care of it from there.
The weasel's just happy to be here.
Oh.
I'm just happy to be here. All right, let's just get them out of here. We'll rest. We'll leave first thing in the morning. I don't like Caer Dineval.
Fair, and I think next time, maybe I'll put this forward. Next time we kill anything in a building that we might return to, we'll just go ahead and clean it out.
I don't think we ever planned on coming back to this particular building, but...
You're right, but maybe I'll rephrase just sort of a leave it cleaner than you found it, which we found it full of horrible dark dwarves, and we'll clean it out next time.
Fair.
Okay, maybe, okay.
Okay,
let's go Mimis. Let's go Speepies.
Time to sweep.
Yep. You guys go to sleep. Your animals are on watch. Everyone, are you sleeping? Are you taking watches?
I will not be sleeping.
Okay.
I mean, I'll sleep, but I'm also going to take a watch.
Okay.
I'll take a watch.
I think I'm just going to sleep.
Okay.
For once.
Either you can take advantage with farewell on the animals, or the animals can take their own perception. I think that's what we did. Everyone can roll an advantage except for no, that makes sense. Everyone can roll an advantage if you want, because farewell is going to be on active duty. Not active duty, but duty all night, like not going to sleep. So
inactive duty.
Inactive duty.
That's a 13 for me.
Morena also got a 13.
Okay. Is
there anyone else?
Well, rolling?
Am I taking one by myself? Is that what it added up to?
I think you
I think you still technically have the animals with you, but I don't know if there's a person with you.
Yeah, it's a 15.
Okay. So nothing of note happens through the night. This sky starts to lighten. You all arise.
The only thing I want to say that I did, because I literally just thought about this and it might be a good idea, is like I take up a couple more patches of that traveler's clothes set that I found. And basically like I start doubling it up and like wrapping it and trying to like sew it onto the inside of that pact necklace of mine. Just in case if it starts trying to like choke me, I can like have something to kind of like grab onto and wedge off that's not gonna like burn my skin.
That was a good idea. Should have had that.
But yeah, just it's not exactly aesthetic, but we could maybe call it boho.
Okay. Boho.
I do like that the second you decided to start living your truth, you dropped all manner of looking good.
I'm just okay. Listen, I still look good. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say, put some respect on Bohemian.
I just meant there's a realness to it. Like it's not bougie chic, it's boho chic.
A real raw Morena.
I actually thrift, okay? I shop at Goodwill only. Thank you.
We love that.
I'm talking
Morena's
good.
clothes
I'm
are all
talking
hemp
Salvation
now.
Army.
Alright. So you guys,
so
are you going back to the other place? The tavern?
In the morning, do we want to check on the man?
Or are you gonna go?
Yeah, probably walk by.
We'll just pop by it. I just want to see if somebody's inside or walking around in it.
Alright, as you look by it, doesn't look like anything's happened. Like, you look in the window, there's no one downstairs. It looks empty.
Probably.
And
dead.
the rest of this town is like pretty empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just shuddered.
Are they all dead?
I hope not. You know what? While we're here, as we're like passing by and like Halric says that, I do kind of want to reach out a little bit in my curiosity. And technically I'm like doing a divine sense just to like see if there's any like celestial fae infernal. But like I'm kind of just side-eyeing the building really, really hard.
Okay, what does that do exactly? It tells you whether there's celestial fae or infernals in the area, you said?
Let me just check and make sure very quickly. Until the end of blah, 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 you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Okay. Don't feel any pings.
Okay. I hope they're not all dead.
Oh, one of those inside the Devil Cult house, though.
I know, right?
Uh,
Yeah, because I was just like as a player curious if that sort of stuff had extended kind of deal, but okay.
On we go.
On to Kerkone.
On we go.
So it takes about 5 hours to get
Let's
there.
go to Kerkone.
You'll get there right after lunchtime, probably around 2. If you go straight there. And Kerkone, let me just pull that up real quick for you. Sorry, you're going in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Let me move you on the
Wait.
map.
Let's see how this one's messed up.
So what's your guys' freaking deal?
Let me put some of this stuff on
So, the knuckle
Little town.
The knucklehead
Little
trout are
quiet
mutating and
village.
they're walking into the town and punching all of us.
They're talking and attaching themselves to planks of wood. It's a horror show out here.
They're just all singing songs.
Right? Like they're plagued by like an endless musical.
Like Schmigadoon.
Schmigadoon.
I've been watching that.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. I like
Except
it,
it's
though.
the Duloc sound or song from Shrek.
Yes.
Yes.
Stop it. Hands, wash your
Face.
face.
Sorry, guys.
All right, yeah, we rock up into this town.
Alright,
sorry.
there you go. Everything should be on there. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So everything should be on there.
Okay, so we come in.
Is
and
this-
lap from
is this-
two.
The same layout as Cair Dinaval was, roughly?
Yes. It's like a
yeah.
crescent around the lake, yes. Slightly different, but crescent around the lake. Alright, so. Oh, it would only be 3 hours. So you would be here before lunch, like around 11 or 12. So you see, you come in, yeah, this way. Oh, I forgot to put that. That's to Cair Dinaval. So, oops, right where Gray is. I'm gonna put him right there. That's the road you come in on.
I can see the two Garrett in the wall.
Okay. Oh, good. I put that on.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's showing up
Yes, we have all the names.
So you see
Yeah,
a
so we rock up into town. What's the vibe?
The town sits quietly at the foot of Kelvin's cairn. A few bundled up people between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down. Oh, shuffle between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past them.
It's a little bit more lively than Cair Dinaval, but not by much.
Insofar as there are people out and about, I suppose. Jeez.
Well,
What do you think their problem is? Heat? Food?
Evander's just gonna.
Here, or are we going to move on?
my internet blipped. Sorry if I spoke over someone.
Oh, you're good. Ulrich was just asking if we were planning to just move straight through. To that, Evander would just reply something like, "Yeah, I see no reason for us to have business here. For your curiosity, Angie, or not Angie, my apologies. I'll stop that habit soon enough. But he's gonna stop someone in the street, and will just ask, so what did you all have to give up for the rhyme?"
Let's see what this one is. My neighbor.
Oh, you gave up your neighbor.
Well, it's one of the ones that give up people.
How often did everyone have to give up a neighbor, or that was just unlucky SOB to be chosen?
Unlucky in the draw.
I'm sorry, I'm sure
Went a few
we've
months
heard this
back.
before. Oh my.
Well, best of luck to you next couple of 10 days.
When is the next drawing?
10 days from now.
Oh, sorry.
Seems your chances keep increasing with each 10 day.
You're
Oh,
telling
that's
me.
awful.
I don't know how to leave this conversation.
I
Where does it go
I
from
just-
there?
I just start riding away.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I
just
just-
sort of like we're still on our axe
Just
beaks
walk
and
on.
stuff
I was gonna
like
say,
that.
just like blank face and continuing to stare at this stranger who just revealed this. I like also like hop and just like follow after you. Like,
Is it worth seeing if I can get
There's not an axe beak that can hold Ulrich, so he just keeps walking.
True.
You know, if you want, Ulrich, you could take to heading the sled dogs. The sled could hold you.
Oh, that's okay. I like to walk.
All right. Well, we've got an extra axe beak that can take me, so if you ever want, you can take the reins.
I will take that in my mind and think about it.
Does anyone think it's worth seeing if I can try and get some extra feed and stuff, or do we want to just leave before we get too depressed?
Vibes are off.
This place makes me feel sad. Let's keep moving.
I don't want to take anything from these people that we don't necessarily have to.
Are we going to try and make way of... Are we going to try and make way by the frozen river, or are we going to continue by land?
I think if we follow the river that brings us up to the Druid, and then we can hit the place on the way down.
Yeah, the river will lead us
Sorry,
into
let me
her
take you back
area.
to the other map.
I think Nate has the correct of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's hit up Amnon first, or at least attempt to get closer to that.
Yeah, so Nate was saying basically we follow sort of the coast of Lake Dinashir and then that river until we get into Amnon's area.
Okay. Looks good.
So that would be 6 miles. Another like 8.
8 miles.
So it's 14.
As long as
14 miles.
Like another.
As long as we're not
2
back
days.
in town, in that town at least, in a 10 day from now, we should just try and keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't want to
Yeah,
get
especially
chosen.
because there's no road. Road now is going to take us longer.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're just going into the wastes, especially then when we hit south of the Yeti hunt. We either have to go back to Caer Konig, or we just go in the wilderness until we hit the river, and then we follow the south end until we hit East Haven. So we're off-roading.
All right.
That travel plan works for me.
All right.
Alright.
So as you set out from Caer Konig, it's pretty easy to follow the lake, so I'm not gonna make you roll a survival check for that. So unless you guys want anything, we will fast forward to.
Where's the lake? It's right there. Okay.
To when you meet the river.
Yeah.
I guess just
Yeah,
sort
let's
of.
speed travel.
Yeah, I mean, I just sort of watch Kelvin's Cairn in the very beginning of the day as we sort of loop around it. But nothing else from me. How many days travel is this going to be? Is this another... Because we got here before noon, so if we continue for this day and then another day, would we get there, or is it going to be another 2?
If you travel for today and then half of tomorrow, you can make it to about, let me ping, like here? Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So a little north of where the river meets the lake.
All right, so we'll reach Amnon a day after tomorrow. So I'll, if we're fast forwarding that, I have to mark off 3.
You can go fishing if you desire, because you are on the river.
Ooh.
And lake.
Actually, yeah. Oh, I don't have fishing equipment.
That would be.
That would have been a smart idea. That would have been a smart idea.
I have.
Could I attempt some spear fishing?
Let me see, because I know that the knucklehead trout are pretty big, so let me see how they fish them real quick.
We got various pokey implements. Just do it like Link in Breath of the Wild and just throw a bomb in the water and then
Could do
pick up all of them.
Alright, well, I don't really know. So we're gonna say yes. So make an attack roll with your spear.
Alrighty then. All of my weapons have a +8. Oh no, I rolled a 3 in 11.
That will not make it through the ice down to the fish. Like there's some remains of the ice around.
Like
crap.
Can I like hack a hole through the ice?
I mean, there is a hole, but he hits a flow of ice on his way down.
Yeah, Gray's like, crap, I just like totally doled the end of that one.
Can I use prestidigitation to, like, in the water, create like a, I don't know, like a real fishy kind of smell to try and entice some bigger fish or any fish to come to the surface to feed?
Like chum? You want to chum the water?
Yeah, but like in smell, I guess.
Yeah. Give me a... Yeah, that's fine. Make your next roll.
Provide sort of the help action, I guess, by just sort of like minor illusioning like a bit of blood and chunks, as if like, okay, we are actually chumming the water here.
Okay,
let's see if 5 adventurers can catch a fish.
Give me another...
I'm currently sitting on my axe beak. I have a short knife out and a piece of wood, and I'm just
let's see if
not
4
even really
adventurers
paying attention.
Farewell's ready to play, everyone. Let's do our best.
Yeah, give me another attack roll with advantage this time.
Look, Farewell could just take that crossbow and just sort of, and just like get like 3 fish in a line.
Not even. Farewell just stick their arm down into the water and come up with a fish.
You're like a full adult catfish. Like, it doesn't even like live up here. Wow.
How did you do? What did you call for? I'm so sorry.
I said attack roll with advantage.
Oh. I guess I'm still trying to spear it, or does someone
while
else?
this is happening, Ulrich tells a very amusing story about one time when he went fishing with his friend Ragnar.
All right. Inspired by the magic and the story, my first roll was a 5, but the second one was a 19, so it's a 27.
Cool. You get a giant knuckleheaded trout. I don't know how big they are. They're pretty damn big for fish. So.
Ah! I love fishing.
He holds it up.
Hey, Marina, look. And I put my finger in the mouth and I go, and he starts singing the trout song.
I 100% try and like just slap
A male knucklehead trout can weigh 70 pounds or more.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
But that's like a real knucklehead trout. We're talking a giant knucklehead trout.
This is according to 5e.tools bestiary. So
yes,
this is
that
actual
is from D&D knucklehead
D&D
trout.
stats.
Thank you.
So Hallrick, was the fish what was his name?
Ragnar?
Yeah, was the fish Ragnar caught as big as that one?
Holy God! Okay.
It's a 50-pound fish.
Oh.
It was. Yeah?
It's a what?
50-pound fish.
Oh. That could feed us all for...
Today.
1, 2, 3, 4. We each... I'm sorry. A 50-pound fish.
Yeah.
Minus some bones and like the head. So like maybe 40.
I mean, it's something around 12.5 pounds per person. But I couldn't eat that much. I don't definitely think Evander couldn't eat that much. But Hallrick, how many pounds of fish can you eat per day?
This man.
Yes.
Yes.
I could probably eat any of the fish.
Can Gray do his best to you flay it and then
you
cut it and then cut it up so that we can have some extra food?
Yeah.
You clean it, fillet it, gut it,
I'm gonna say get like, let's see, 12 rations out of that. Does that sound fair?
12?
Yeah.
A pound of food? Yeah, I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
you can get think about like a pound of like a burger or something. It's a meal, right?
Yeah, without all the bones and stuff though, so let's say that.
And we'll start a fire and make a little,
I don't really know.
like
Nate,
a little
if you want to
grill
map this out,
to smoke it on.
Make it divisible by 4.
Okay, let's see.
I'll take 8. I'll
Imagine
take 8 rations.
It would be like 20 pounds for the bones and viscera of the fish.
I mean, you have to remember, like, if we're cutting the head off, like it is, like it is
that
a
would
lot.
Leave us like about 30 pounds of
It
meat.
is a knucklehead.
It is a huge knucklehead, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I don't think that the knuckle. I'm guessing that the knuckle is either
a
bone or.
All right, 30 pounds of meat.
I'll also eat the head.
Divide that by 5 is 7.5,
One
and
person
then
doesn't eat, so divide it by 4.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah, divide that by 4, 7.5, and then how many pounds of fish would a person eat per day? Like
3,
2, maybe. So like,
We'll all just get another day. How about we all just say that we get another like day or 2 of ration?
2 rations.
Yeah,
2 extra days of rations for each of you.
There we go.
Fish. Look, if there's any fishermen in the chat, how much fish do you?
We're sorry.
Like, usually eat like not a full pound.
Right?
In a meal. You eat like maybe an 8 ounce
not in a
fillet.
meal, right? I was thinking like if we were gonna split it into like 2 square meals a day or something, but usually a fillet is like 6 ounces.
Yeah, because a rations bag is technically supposed to be the amount of food that you eat for all of your meals of the day. It's
right. So each person
like
would eat
2 pounds.
probably. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. We got 2 pounds per person.
Either way.
I mean, hell, it's not like we couldn't catch another fish if we wanted to make it that we all got 2 rations. But
yeah, we're amazing at this.
We are literally the best fishermen in the entirety of Icewind Dale. Most definitely. We didn't have a fishing rod. We're amazing. He chopped the ice with an axe. I stabbed it with a javelin. You did magic. You're bored.
Yep.
Look, I'm
Yeah, we
sorry.
get going.
watching
You're,
four
you're all
people just
walking
pump
around all
themselves
happy, and I'm
up
just
over
like,
a fish.
Look,
can we get going here?
Look, I had a friend visit me one time, and he had like a lot of like eating things. He couldn't eat a lot of things, and so I realized there's not much you can do with people that doesn't involve food. Like activity wise, there's normally always like food involved. So farewell is bored because
Yeah.
food is not interesting.
Food is meaningless to me.
Farewell will never have fun ever.
Oh.
I guess so.
I mean,
By that logic,
I
Farewell
don't
will
know.
never have fun.
I don't know. Do you want to try and fishbone might be good for making some more tools for you.
Give me a survival check.
I'd sort of look at it, but I remember I still have some antlers that I have not used yet, so I just hand it back to you.
You said survival check though?
Yeah.
23?
You know that scrimshaw is very valuable, like ivory. So, if you want to keep it, you get like a good chunk of it if you want to put that in your inventory. But otherwise, Farewell doesn't want it. So.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep the scrimshaw.
Okay.
Anyway.
So.
We can continue. We can keep going.
Actually, 10 o'clock.
So is it? Oh,
it is.
Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
time to wrap up.
Yeah, never mind.
So, sorry guys. I was gonna end on an exciting note, but we ended off with figuring
That
out how
was
to fish.
exciting. We caught a knucklehead
Apparently
trout.
catching a
giant
fish is very exciting.
Yeah.
To everybody but Farewell, of course.
Yeah. I just meant the fish math part. The fishing was exciting. The fish math is not so exciting. But thank you for bearing with us through the fish math, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight's the time of night when we like to nominate someone. Oh, I forgot that Gray had the nat 20 this week. I'm sorry, Gray. I forgot to remind.
I didn't need it. It's okay.
But we usually nominate someone for a nat 20, to have that and to hold into the next session, to use whatever they may please. So if anyone in chat or anyone in our group wants to nominate someone for outstanding roleplay in a series, I'm kidding, an outstanding roleplay, just let me know.
I think that there was some really good laughs from Holrick.
Yeah.
I think that the vibes are immaculate from Holrick.
I will say also, Evander was killing me, like, just talking to the hunter dude, and the little secret, like, rendezvous about the soup kitchen stuff, like, isom.
It's a daddy has to.
Icing him is probably the best thing for this area.
I mean, snoring like a bear being cut in half was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I vote Holrick.
Alright. We got 3 votes for Holrick. We'll go with Holrick this week, so we'll move the little dice across the screen.
Thanks, y'all.
So don't forget. Oop, no, don't enlarge it, Sarah. Move it. There we go. Next to Holrick's name now.
And
Floaty,
I will write up the next Holrick story for y'all later today. It's a doozy.
I'm so excited!
Good.
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight. So thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for playing tonight, guys. Great session. And next time that you are, I don't know, you guys did some crazy stuff this episode. So let's say next time you're rapping on a window, do your cheerleader saves and your moves, and always add that proficiency bonus when you land. So have a good night, everyone.